This is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devil Sunday. This is Devils After Dark, coming to you live from my hotel room in Las Vegas, Nevada. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. I'm your host, Sam Woo, here with Scotty, a SiriusXM Liquid Metal. As the Devils lose 3-1 to the Vegas Golden Knights today. Early matinee action. This road trip, Scotty, started off with a bang, and it just went south real quickly in the last 48 hours.
Where was the bang? Oh.
Dallas.
Oh, I almost forgot about that.
Yeah.
I thought you meant our road trip.
Oh.
'Cause I was going to say our road trip, it's been a lot of fun, but Devils hockey-wise, it's kind of sucked.
Well, look, I'm still recovering from the what's that? My mental health or whatnot for being. I got heckled by a 5-year-old.
You did. You did get heckled by a 5-year-old today, which was quite amusing if you ask all of us. Tell you the truth. Yeah. Sam Woo was preaching the good word on one Jake the Snake Allen, and as soon as he let one up, the party of 8-year-old girls, the birthday party, were very quick to turn around and let Sam know that Jake the Snake had let a goal up.
Yeah.
Lucky for you, you had walked away at that moment. So they were waiting for you to come back.
Yeah, I allegedly had to go to the bathroom at that moment.
Yeah. It's too much pressure. You couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
You know,
8-year-old kids yelling at you.
Yeah.
Not a good thing.
No.
Not a good thing.
It was quite humorous, but, yeah.
Yeah.
At the same time, not really what you're looking for when you're out on the road there, playing Vegas, playing Arizona, playing anyone in general. When your team nickname has been the Road Warriors the past couple years, you expect a little bit better performance.
Yeah.
Out on the road, and unfortunately, we did not get that today. From the majority of the Devils on the ice. There were some that had a good game, and there were some that did not. That's really the easiest way to put it. That this team is struggling. You got some guys that, even though it's not being reported fully, we can see are dinged up and injured and not playing to the best of their ability. Or maybe I shouldn't say that, to their capabilities at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a better way to say it. Not playing to their capabilities at this point.
Which makes it frustrating because, it seems obvious there are players on the New Jersey Devils right now that are pretty banged up. They're trying to gut through it.
Yep.
And you could just tell.
Oh, yeah.
And we're not making excuses here, but you could just tell.
Yeah.
You could just tell.
100%.
Yeah.
I will say, though, the day did start off fantastically with Mr. Devil, Ken Danico, stopping by Game Day Live prior to the game to give us his take on things because he had a nice off day. This was a TNT national broadcast, and so it was great always catching up with Ken and seeing what he's got going on. Someone actually they designed their own Vans slip-ons. They have Danico issued ones, but they made them like Devil style with like the stripes and everything like that. But then they had a 3 and the Danico written on it. And he said, "Oh yeah, they made some custom shoes." And then he showed us the picture, and I was like, "Oh damn, these are Vans. These are slip-ons. These are pretty cool." I'm like, I want to get me a pair of those. So, always good to catch up with Dano, the enforcer of the Let's Go Devils podcast. But after that, things kind of went downhill. Great show, by the way, in Vegas. If you've never been to a Golden Knights game, highly recommend it, whether the Devils are in town or not. But, boy, do they do hockey the right way. I mean, it's also St. Patrick's Day, so happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone out there. I don't know how many people might be watching right now. if they're going to remember this show afterwards, because it's already 8 o'clock on the East Coast. So I'm sure the beers have been a-flowing all day long for many. And when you have a performance like you did from the Devils, maybe a couple other going to slide down there real nice and easy and smooth. So, yes, happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. Vegas, they really do a great job with the game and the presentation. I will say that. Pre-game, I'm not really one for, the dance music all the time, but people were getting into it. They had a very loud DJ outside the arena. They had the marching band, the Knights marching band, who, by the way, they play with like these. What was the name of that movie? They just did a remake of it. It was like in the 80s. You know what I'm talking about? With Jeff Bridges. And they just did like a remake of it. There's like a bunch of video games on it. I got to look it up.
Tron?
Look like people.
Wait a second. I know a movie.
Yeah, you know one that I missed out on there. Yeah. They had like Tron sunglasses that were glowing, but they got the marching band and everything that come by. They got all the cheerleaders. They got some like showgirls, and they're like marching to the stadium pregame, and it was pretty rad. A bunch of people just walking down. Over here we're by the Park MGM. And then the T-Mobile Arena, then the New York hotels. So they're walking down past the New York hotels and everything, and right to the arena. So it was a pretty cool vibe. And then you get in there, it turns into medieval times. You got a knight fighting, sword fighting, not only on the screen, but then they come out on the ice and they do it over there as well. So it was a really, really awesome game presentation. You got the big friggin' Knights helmet that comes down out of nowhere, and then the players all skate through it and everything. Got the castle up top and stuff. So it was a really, really well done game presentation. When you go see a sporting event, you're like, oh, this place does hockey well. Vegas does hockey very well.
Yeah, and you know what? All kidding aside, getting heckled by 8-year-old girls. That's good for hockey.
No, yeah, it was great.
Because there are Golden Knights fans. They're hooked. They're young. They're ambitious, and that's how you grow a fan base. And the Golden Knights fans were engaged the entire time.
Yeah,
and it was a lot of fun back and forth.
It was fun.
Yeah. It was a hockey game, and it was definitely very entertaining. To say the least. So.
Well, we were.
Well, yeah.
Some of the from our perspective, the product on the ice wasn't as entertaining, but no, it was all good fun chirping. There was nothing bad about anything. Everyone was having a really.
We didn't
great
have
time.
the police behind us.
We did not. We did not have 2 officers behind us tonight.
Although there were rumors that Interpol, Tempe, Arizona, police department has alerted. Las Vegas PD.
They put an APB out on Beer Baron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
just in case anyone's wondering, the tarp did not come off tonight for Beer Baron. We're wondering, though, when he starts rolling some craps a little later, will the tarp come off if he hits a couple sevens or something like that?
Rumor has it he's day-to-day right now.
Oh, he's day-to-day?
He's day-to-day.
I know. He sat down on the bed after we finally checked into the hotel room, and he's like, I don't want to move from here for the next 3 hours. So we'll see what happens. We'll get him up. We'll get him going, and we'll have a good time. But let's talk about this game. Devils wrapping up this their last trip for the season out here to the West Coast, and they did it in not very good fashion.
No.
Basically, the story of the game for the Devils, no finish, which we've talked about multiple times. And almost forgot, our good friend Chico Resch stopped by to say hello for Game Day Live as well. And he was just chilling and hanging out and having fun and talking with us. He met a lot of fans. You know how Chico is. Everyone was taking pictures with him. But we were just talking some hockey then afterwards like we usually do. And he said the same thing. No finish on this team.
None.
How many shots do they have on goal today? 18? Did they get to 20? I don't even know if they got to 20.
I don't think they did.
Hang on, I'm gonna have to look over here on the old app real quick. Let me see where the oh, excuse me, 21. So they got 21 shots on goal. 7-7-7. They hit all sevens. Unfortunately, there's no this wasn't a slot machine. It was a hockey game, even though it was in Vegas.
Yeah.
7-7-7 is not good enough. And the quality of chances wasn't very good.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't very good. Now, I know we had one overturned on a double review. I think this is the first time I've seen a double review on one play. But even that one, it was the one person who's been playing very well on the offensive side, Timo Meier, kind of making that play happen, driving to the net, doing his thing. Dawson Mercer's there to clean up a rebound, but yeah, as soon as I saw the replay, I'm like, it's coming back.
Yeah.
Because you can say he's stopping or whatever, but his foot is definitely going in that motion towards the goal. And I knew that was going to get called back immediately. And then, really, just nothing. A lot of turnovers. Not hitting the net. I mean, I think we'll find out something eventually, but to me, it doesn't look like Jack Hughes is at full capacity right now. Saw a lot of the fourth line out there today. Tierney, Noshik, and McDermott. It felt like every time I looked, they were on the ice. Dawson Mercer still hasn't really, found a good streak or consistency. It's been meh. The best part of this game was Jake the Snake Allen.
Agreed.
And Sam Woo was kind of turning into Beer Baron of Arizona, although in a much more family-friendly way.
Yeah, no cursing.
No cursing, without the vulgarities.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where Beer Baron would drop like 4 F-bombs, and then he would turn to me and go, "What? I'm not cursing. What are you guys talking about?"
Yeah, I know.
Like, no, dude, you're totally cool.
Oh, yeah.
Why do they have 2 officers behind us? I don't know. I don't know why they're doing that. I can't imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But today, the real story was Jake the Snake Allen. And he continued his play like we saw in the second and third period of the Dallas Stars game.
He had a scoreless streak.
He did. He did. And I still got to watch the replay again on that Eichel goal, the second one. It really looked like they were offsides, but I guess not because Travis Green didn't even challenge it at all. But the story of this game was Allen and Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
Both goalies. Even though Thompson wasn't really that tested, I mean, he wasn't letting anything get by him. Until right there at the start of the third period when Nico Hischier the captain finally breaks the ice. But it doesn't last that long, Sam Woo. And the Knights, they answer right back. Nico, third period, 38 seconds. Knights, 2:57. And then Eichel gets that second one at 11:06. And that was it. And I think every Devils fan knew it as well. That this team wasn't going to be able to put in a bunch of goals tonight. Hell's bells, they couldn't even get shots on goal. How are they going to score if they can't even get shots?
I'm looking at the replay right now. I'm trying to.
Okay. See if we can back it up a little bit.
Let's see.
Up on the top there. Who is that? It does look. I don't.
Yeah,
I guess obviously it doesn't matter now, but it really looked like there was an offsides there, but no challenge at all from Travis Green. So I'm gonna say that
he was offsides. Hold on, I'll get this still.
Oh, Sam Woo says he was offsides. It looked offsides to me. But again, we were up in the nosebleeders once again, and I can't even blame Sam Woo for these tickets. Standing room only. But yeah, we had our views blocked. You had to keep looking around, everyone. And there was no footrest underneath the little bar area. I wanted a little footrest to rest my foot on.
Hey, the tickets I got for the outdoor game actually had seats to sit in, Scotty.
That's true. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Standing room.
So this team, though, is just, I don't know. Are they packing it in?
Does that look offsides to you?
That looks pretty offsides. I mean, you can't really see where he's dragging a skate, but I mean, unless he's got a 1.5 foot long skate there, I mean, that's looking like it's probably offsides. But no challenge from the Devils. I don't know if it was the view or whatever.
I think the referee may have been blocking. I'm not sure.
But it looks like some offsides action.
Yeah.
But nothing. No calls. No nothing.
I mean, luck hasn't been going the Devils' way this season. Jack Hughes, there's something wrong with him.
I believe so.
John Marino.
Yep.
He played today. Dropped the stick quite a few times. Again, are the Devils going to be playoff bound? Not at this rate.
Nope.
Now it's just a matter of formality.
Yeah.
Unless they're going to have to run the table at this point. Maybe one more loss, and that's it.
Not going to happen.
Yeah.
But what could happen is we could see some. That's what we have to get excited for right now, is to see who they're going to bring up, prospect wise. Nolan Foote, I don't know what the hell is going on. Why has he not been in a game?
No idea.
Our friend Nick Villano from Pucks and Pitchforks wrote an article about Devils prospects that should get a look before the season's up. And you know one he named? Mr. Seamus Casey.
Interesting.
Soon as his Michigan season wraps up.
Very interesting.
It may not be, you got to sign the contract and everything like that, and you may see it as kind of wasting a year or so of that eligibility. But at this point, why not?
Yeah.
Is it going to hurt our defense anymore? Is Seamus Casey even going to play defense? Because he is an offensive juggernaut. Where is he going to play on this team on defense?
Not sure.
You got a lot of people locked in there. Does he get a chance at forward? Or does he play defense? I don't know. But these are things that Tom Fitzgerald is going to have to look into. And it sucks because this is exactly what we didn't want to have to do at this point in the season. We wanted to be looking at playoff matchups. Playoffs! But the Devils have played themselves into this hole.
Yeah.
And they just have not been good enough. And I get it, there's a lot of injuries, but we don't want – every team's got injuries. So you can't be making excuses like that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Jack, I don't know. You know me, I love Jack Hughes, but how many times did he turn the puck over today? I mean, and even in recent memories as well, the last 5 games. He's just been a turnover machine.
Passing it to no one.
To no one. To absolutely no one. Dawson Mercer cannot find that consistency that he had in his game last year, even though he's still a streaky scorer. But obviously there was a lot more of it last year than it was this year. Nico and Jesper, I'm not going to get on too much because I still see the hustle. I see the drive with them. Timo Meyer has been playing a lot better. Timo's been like a bulldog out there. And this is what we thought we were getting with Timo. So either A, the coaching change did an absolute number on him, or B, he's actually just finally healthy. I think it might be a little combination of both, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
C, all of the above.
Yeah.
But outside of them, have there been really bright spots offensively? I mean, I like the play of Curtis Lazar, but you're only going to get so much from Curtis Lazar. But he's been good for his role. I don't know. This team seems like they're stuck in neutral right now. And they have not been able to find a way to put it into gear for a full 60 minutes and make it count. Are they got to be under 500 now, right? Or are they at 500?
I think they're under 500 at this point.
I got to look at the old standings. They might be a game under 500 by now.
32, 32, and 4.
Wow. So we are exactly at 500. Man, Pittsburgh is going to pass us by. We are now 6 points out of the second wild card and 8 points out of Philly. Oof. Jeez.
Not good.
Not good. This is kind of a little bit of a dead end here for this season.
Agreed.
And they need to regroup, and they need to figure out what they're going to do with coaching. They need to find a solid 1A goaltender. And I don't know what they're going to do with that defense. They got some work to do. I don't know what Fitzy's got up his sleeve, but they got to figure something out.
Yeah.
DeSimone was back in today. Hataka was the healthy scratch. I don't know. It's very disappointing. I wish I had a lot more energy. But this game kind of like sucked it out of me.
This weekend sucked it out of me.
Yeah, I guess you could say like that weekend. Yeah.
Forget about our grueling, travel schedule to get here.
Well, you guys, I don't know what you were thinking.
Oh, yeah, that's
I don't know why you booked a 5:45 a.m. flight.
well, it was totally worth it.
Oh, it was totally worth it?
It was totally worth it.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, the steak and eggs for breakfast was
okay.
amazing. Yeah.
I'll take the extra couple hours of sleep.
Oh, I'm sorry. The veggie omelet.
The salad?
Yeah, the veggie
Spinach omelet.
Yeah.
Egg white omelet.
Yeah.
Egg white.
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't do that, Mrs. Wu. I wasn't there. I was still in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry I let Sam out of my sight. For 2 seconds, steak and eggs. Man. But I don't know. This team, not looking good. Not looking good. Sam Woo, what are your thoughts on this game today?
Thoughts on this game and last game? They don't have that extra jump in their step defensively. Vegas was connecting on their passes. They weren't being as disruptive as they should be.
Oh, I felt like every pass was like tape to tape for them today.
Yeah. Defensively, they got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. The goaltending was there, except for that one shot. I thought maybe he should have had it, but again, Jack Eichel, what can you do? You're on one-on-one with Jack Eichel. He's going to score.
Yeah.
You could have had that, but I thought Jake Allen is really impressing me in being the eventual 1B for next season. This is his tryout period.
Yeah.
What can he do? and the defense is not really helping him out as much as they should. And he's making a lot of saves. There's a lot of flurries and all that kind of stuff in front of the net. Jake the Snake Allen is getting them for the most part. So a little hope there in terms of the goaltending, but a lot of it is the defense. The defense just again, they're young, inexperienced. Travis Green overall called them immature.
He did.
I don't know what that's all about. But the bottom line is this is still a young team that overachieved last season. And now there's a market correction on where they are really at. They are a 500 team. 500 team, and with a little playoff experience from last season.
Yeah.
So what do we do, Scotty? I don't know. You still have to play the games. You've got how many? 15, 14 more? You basically have to run the table.
Something like that, yeah.
If you want any hopes in the playoffs. And that's just simply not going to happen.
No.
Because you're not, other than maybe Jake the Snake, but he's not going to take the whole load down the stretch.
Nope.
Why burn him out? I think the Devils need to start, facing reality right now that they're going to be in the lottery. So that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. It's been a disappointing run here. We've all kind of hung on. We've all had the hope. And I feel like a lot of our hope has been dashed in these last 2 to 3 weeks, in the sense where there were games that they could have won. There was games where it seemed like they didn't even show up. There were quote-unquote must-win games. And that was put like a goal effort out there. And that is just not good enough in the NHL.
Agreed.
And Vegas took advantage of them. And they made them pay.
Yep.
So that's all I have to say. I'm a little disappointed. Steven Engel, Palat as well. Siegenthaler. Doug, we know. Oh! Zachary Gioella. Oh, hey. With the super chat. Woo! I agree with you. I think we need a gritty defenseman as well. Someone to install some fear in the minds of some of these forwards that are just skating right up and through. And even, you know what? Chico even said this when we were talking about before earlier today. He was like, Arizona was using their speed. And that's what, Vegas might do is their speed. Is this not the Devils team that we used to say speed was such an asset for?
They don't have the afterburners for
They do not.
I don't know what it is.
They do not. No afterburners on this team.
Maybe they're burnt out.
Something.
Out of gas.
Oh, they definitely. There's a few players that definitely look out of gas. Some of them with good reason. Some of them maybe not so much. So just a bummer. These last 2 games, especially after the big win in Dallas, the Devils cashed in on all of their opportunities, made the Stars pay, and then they can't follow it up against Arizona and Vegas. Wouldn't be, they're obviously a better team, but couldn't follow it up.
Well, next week, they're back at home on Tuesday.
On Tuesday?
Against the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's
Oh,
a must
boy.
win. That's a must win. They got the let's see here, the Winnipeg Jets on
boy.
Thursday. And then Saturday, on the 23rd, they have the Ottawa Senators. So they got to go 3-0 if you want any hope of staying alive within that bubble. Time's running out, Scotty.
In my mind, time is out, but we'll remain hopeful, and we'll say that maybe this team can put it together for a stretch run here. But if I was a betting man, which I will be in a few minutes from now, I would say no. And I'm kind of glad that I didn't remember to put a bet down on the Devils, because I was like, oh, yeah, when you get to Vegas, put a bet down on the Devils.
I'll put down a bet that they're going to make the playoffs.
Because I can't do that. California doesn't have the online betting. You have to go to, like, a casino in California to do it.
Can we go to a casino in Vegas?
Well, yeah, I know, but the game's over now.
No, I meant making the playoffs.
What, this year or next year?
This year.
Can I put one on for next year?
Yeah, you can. I don't know what the odds are. Right now, it's probably like plus 6,000.
I should put some money down on the Mets.
Lost column.
Lost column, yeah.
Yeah.
Oy. The Devils are turning into the Mets of hockey. Oh, boy. That's not good.
No, it's not.
The defense is performing like the Mets bullpen. Oh, boy. That's a bad sign, Sam Woo.
Yeah.
That's a very bad sign.
Yeah. Just don't play in any world tournament.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up, and we're going to go and try and cheer ourselves up. Maybe hit up some buffet.
Yeah. There is a good veggie buffet.
Veggie buffet, yeah.
Veggie buffet
yeah.
down the street.
I know there's one in the MGM Grand where I'm staying at. I walked by it a couple times already. So
I'll tell you what. I'm going to hit the music.
Yeah.
Notice I found the music really quickly.
You found it this time, yeah. As soon as we start talking about that buffet, Sam Woo knew exactly where that music was to hit.
Absolutely.
Done and done.
Well, I want to thank all those tuning in. We'll see you possibly tomorrow for a Woo Report. And then Devils are back in action, Game Day Live and Devils After Dark on Tuesday night.
The return of Vinny.
Yes. Actually, Vinny was on today.
Oh.
Yeah. But, all right. Well, see you later, everybody. Until next time, let's go Devils.